Ofer, it's good to have you on the show. I'm Sumit
Yeah.
with Indus TV.
Good
Can you
to
tell
meet
us a
you.
little bit about Pulse.io and what does the product do?
Yeah, definitely. Well, Sumit, have you ever used like a mobile app and it's been slow to the point that you've been annoyed?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so that's a very common experience.
Facebook for some time.
Yeah, Facebook, and they have a team of 30 working on it.
Yeah.
So, most companies don't have 30 people, and it's a hard problem. 47% of app users have an issue when using an app, and performance, slowness, is the number one issue. And so what we've done is we've come out with a solution that finds all the performance issues in your production app, like in the hands of end users, and we summarize for you what are the areas you need to focus on. So it could be local to the handset. It might be that there's a memory issue or a certain function timing issues or a network lag. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong. And so both in iOS and Android, you want to have it reported back to you. It's hard to anticipate what might happen. And so it doesn't matter what you've tested, things go wrong when it's out there. Different connection types, different handsets, and so on. So a very easy solution, 5 minutes to set it up, and then you get all this information back to you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been going?
We've been going for under a year. We've raised $1 million. This is my third startup. I sold my last one to Ask.com. I'm also an investor in startups like Clout and other ones. I mentor at Stanford and Berkeley entrepreneurship students. So I'm very heavy into entrepreneurship. And with this company, we feel like we're onto something. We have some of the biggest apps that want to use our beta this summer. Companies like LinkedIn and Foursquare, because they need to know. Like they have all kinds of tools in development and test environments to improve performance, but they just don't know what's happening when it's out there in the wild. Yeah, so
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're hiring engineers now, by the way.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And now tell us a little bit about the journey that you had from inception of the idea
Okay.
to today. What are some of the things that you learned? What are some of the challenges that you faced?
So my first thing when I do a startup is to find a strong co-founder. In my case, usually a CTO. So my CTO that I found, the Stanford CS, was CTO of Identify.com before. He thought of this idea. So he worked in mobile development and thought, hey, there's a real issue here with performance in production apps. And so that was the seed of the idea. We've since have sent provisional patents. We've taken the idea beyond the seed idea into, and fleshed it out. We're raising more money now. The fact that pretty much anyone we get on the phone with wants to try it out tells me that it's a good time for this kind of thing.
Fantastic. And when will you release the product?
So the goal is late this summer. We're doing our best to wrap up the beta, and so very soon, 2 or 3 months.
And what advice do you have for people who have an idea?
Yeah.
And how do they make it a reality?
So ideas are everywhere. Really, the hard part is the execution. That's where like 95% of the difficulty is, and that's where people fall apart because it requires optimism and persistence. And when you face challenges, you need to have the hope that you can figure it out. It's problem solving day in, day out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you on the show. It sounds like you made a lot of progress, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Great.